High School Self-Love. Today is Tapping Tuesday, and you know what that means? We're gonna be tapping. Hello, School of Self-Love. I'm so excited to talk to you today. It's Tapping Tuesday. So we're gonna be tapping on body changes. So this is mostly geared toward anybody who feels like your body has noticeably changed over the pandemic, which is totally normal, right? We have a change of behaviors, we have a change in our habits, we have a lot of changes going on, and we have incredibly elevated levels of stress right now. This is like a huge deal that a lot of people are experiencing, and so just know you're not alone. And I'm probably gonna say that every single time that you see this, every single video, but it's honestly the truth. You're not alone, and I really want you to feel that and know that you are supported. A lot of people are going through the same thing. So this tapping is going to be really helpful for you, whether or not you feel like your body's changed and you feel self-conscious, whether it's been in the pandemic or really ever in your life, if you feel like it's changed and you are having a hard time accepting your body. But also maybe if your body hasn't changed and you're just still having a hard time feeling good about it or accepting yourself, accepting your body, and just letting that overlying feeling of just like about your body. If you're having a hard time letting it go, that's exactly what this tapping is geared towards. So I'm really excited to bring this to you today. We're just gonna get into it after I share a simple message, because I really want these videos to be dedicated as a tool for you for tapping. But one really important reminder I wanna just put in there before we get tapping is that usually it's never about your body. Usually the way that you feel about your body is what you're attaching to your body. So whatever it means that you feel bad about your body doesn't mean you really feel like you haven't been showing up in the best way for yourself, right? Are you feeling ashamed about something in your own characteristic, right? I've been talking to some clients who they say, I just don't feel like enough. So I feel like my body's not enough. And they're like, it's not about my body, it's just about me in general, right? It's about something deeper than your body, but it's really easy to project any feelings of unworthiness or anything that's just like a negative feeling. It's really easy to project onto our bodies. So it's really important for you to have the reminder that it's usually not about your body, right? And maybe if you are feeling like maybe you haven't been listening to your body's hunger cues or fullness cues, or you just haven't been taking as good care of it as you wish you had, let it be about that, right? Let your focus be on how can I recognize how maybe I've fallen short for myself and how can I pick up the pieces again. It's not about your body, right? Because if we blame our body, if we feel bad about our body, it's just going to be another block to treating ourselves well with compassion and respect, right? If you're really hating your body, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to eat in a way that feels good for your body, that serves your body. So I just want to put that out there that, really just sit with yourself, question, why do I feel bad about my body? And is it really about my body? What does it mean to have this body right now that I feel so bad about, right? So we're gonna get into the tapping. Again, part one, if you haven't seen the intro video that I did last week, go check it out. I have like a more clear run through. So just if you haven't seen it and you don't wanna go watch it, that's okay. Just repeat after me, do what I do. There's gonna be a part one and a part two. But if you wanna learn a little bit more about tapping, go check out my other videos. All right, so remember to rate yourself. So maybe rate your body image right now on a scale of 10 being the worst, 1 being the best. 10 feeling like the most stressed, like the really not good about yourself, 1 being the yes, I'm feeling myself, right? The goal is we just want to go down in the number. Usually I would rate confidence on a scale of like 1 to 10, as 10 being the best, but typically with tapping, we like to see the number go down. So I'm just following that, but do whatever scale you want to use. Remember to drink some water, and let's get started. All right, here we go. Even though I feel really bad about my body right now, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I feel really bad about my body's changes, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I'm having a really hard time accepting my body, I choose to love and accept myself. And even though I feel really self-conscious about my body, I choose to honor and forgive myself. Even though I just feel so bad about my body, I choose to love and accept myself. And even though I feel bad about feeling bad about my body, I still choose to honor and forgive myself. All right, drink some water. All right, we're gonna get going on part 2. So even though I feel really bad about my body right now, I just can't seem to accept it. I just don't want to accept it. It feels really bad in my body right now. I don't want to look in a mirror. I don't want to put on clothes. I don't want anybody in my life to see me. Because I'm so afraid of what they might think. I'm so afraid that people might notice the changes. Because I've noticed a change. And I don't think I like it. It feels really scary. And I feel like I'm really ashamed. Like, having a different body is something to be ashamed about. I feel kind of embarrassed. Because again, what will people think of me? It's really scary feeling like I don't have control. Because I thought I was doing so well for myself. And then my body changed in a way that I didn't think was right. My body changed in a way that I thought was bad. In fact, I still think it's bad. I just really don't like the changes. I don't want to be judged. I don't want people to think I'm lazy. I don't want people to think that I've failed. I don't want people to think I'm incompetent. And I think what I fear even more than other people's judgments are my own judgments. Yep, I'm judging the heck out of myself. I'm making it seem like I'm a failure because my body is doing its thing. And again, it feels really bad because I just thought I could control my body. And this makes me feel like I can't. Yeah, it's really scary to feel out of control. And it's really scary to feel like I'm a failure. Because I feel like I try my best every day. And it seems like my body should reflect that. I feel like my body should reflect that. And if anything, I'm just afraid of having a different body. Because it's new. It's something to get used to. And I've been taught for so long that gaining weight is bad. That being too big is bad. That having a big stomach is bad. Maybe having big legs is bad. Or whatever else I'm telling myself. I'm telling myself that my body is bad. But the truth of the matter is, I've never been in control of my body. I can't control what my body looks like. I mean, there are some things that I'm responsible for, like brushing my hair and showering and getting good sleep. But I can't control my weight. No matter what diet culture wants to tell me, weight is not a behavior. So I can't be a failure or lazy because my weight is not directly in my control. And it's still really hard to accept. because I feel like I put so much effort into myself that I want people to see it. I want some validation for showing up for myself and for taking care of myself. Even though it's been so hard, especially because it's been so hard lately. And it's probably not about my body. Lucy said it's about what I associate with my body. And I guess if I'm really honest with myself, maybe I haven't been taking as good care of myself as I could. Maybe I could do better to manage my stress. Maybe I could have made a couple better decisions around food. Or moved my body more often. And that kind of sucks. Because I would rather show up for myself. It feels better to take care of myself. And it's really uncomfortable to think that I didn't do my best. But I'm going to choose to forgive myself. Because I truly am always doing the best I can with the tools that I've been given. And maybe if I didn't show up for myself the way I wanted, I just didn't have the right tools. And I'm still here living and breathing. I'm still here tapping. That means I'm really caring for myself. So I guess I can forgive myself. You know what? I can forgive myself. I really do choose to forgive myself if I haven't shown up for myself in the past and maybe chose unhealthy ways to cope with emotions. Because it was a really hard time. And maybe I'm still having a hard time. But that's okay. I'm declaring that I'm going to take better care of myself. And this means making choices that are truly in the best interest of my body, in the best interest of my mental well-being, and my physical well-being. I'm not going to let this be an excuse to restrict. I'm not going to let this be an excuse to treat my body poorly or to punish it, because my body's doing really well to get me through this pandemic. And that's okay. In fact, I'm really grateful for it. I'm really grateful that my body's breathing and my heart is beating and my legs are moving every single day. And having a good body just comes with being human. My body is already great. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't have to meet any standards. It doesn't have to accomplish anything to be good enough. Because there's no right way to have a body. There's only my way of having a body. And because my body is the way it is right now, I'm gonna choose to love it. I'm gonna choose to celebrate it. I'm gonna choose to be joyful. Because I know that when I feel good, I treat my body well. And when I treat my body well, I feel good. And I really just want to feel good. Under it all, I just want to feel good about myself. I just want to feel good and comfortable in my skin. And that means taking care of myself. That means forgiving myself. And that means simply recommitting to the things that make me feel like me, to the things that make me feel healthy, to the things that make me feel worthy. And maybe that means giving my own self a pat on the back, even if nobody else is. Because I see the work that my body is putting in for me, and I'm deciding that that's enough. And even though my body maybe have changed, I'm gonna choose to love it. And if people want to criticize me, they can go right ahead. Because they aren't truly seeing the complete beauty that is my body, the complete gem that is my body. They obviously don't see it. And while I would love for them to see it, I would love for them to love my body. I would love to be praised for my body. I know that's not what I truly want. What I truly want is to have my own validation, to be proud of my own self, and to just do the actions that make me feel good. So I'm getting rid of any obstacles and resistance to accepting myself, because I know that accepting myself is actually the way to treat myself better. Letting go of shame will make me feel better. Shaming myself has never made me feel better about my body. So I'm choosing to not go down that route. I'm choosing healthy behaviors for me. That means listening to my body. That means asking it for what it wants. If that means more rest, I'll give it more rest. If that means more meditation, I'll give it more meditation. If that means more salads, I'll give it more salads. But if that means more cookies, I'll give it more cookies. Because I trust my body. And I love trusting my body. It feels so good to trust my body. And I'm willing to do what it takes to make my body feel good, to make myself feel good. Even if it doesn't feel great in the moment, I'm willing to put in the work so I can feel good in the long run. Especially accepting my body how it is right now. Accepting my body as it is right now. I'm getting rid of any blocks. I'm deciding not to listen to negative comments because they don't matter. They're just someone's opinion. And I don't like their opinion. So I'm not gonna listen to it. I choose to form my own opinion. And my opinion is that I love my body. I loved it when I was born. Maybe I loved it when I was 5. And maybe I thought I didn't love it in the past. But I did. And I do now. I'm choosing to love my body, no matter what it looks like. Because by existing, it's worthy of unconditional love and acceptance. So I now accept my body and myself completely. Deep breath in, hold it at the top, and exhale it out. All right, I hope this gives you a little bit of self-acceptance, a little bit more acceptance of your body right now. Rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst you feel about your body, 1 being the very best you feel about your body. Notice if it went down, notice if it went up, the number. And if you feel like you don't feel that much better about yourself, it's okay, maybe do this again. Maybe really look at the reason that you feel really bad about your body and just ask yourself what you can do about it. How can you still show up for yourself even when you feel bad, because you can still show up for yourself when you don't feel super confident about yourself. It's okay that you're feeling that way, but don't let it be the stopping point or a roadblock for you to not do what makes you feel good and make you feel like yourself. I'm sending so much love. If you want to learn a little bit more about me, if you want to work with me, if you want to figure out how you can get this, kind of dose of self-love on a monthly basis, I'm just releasing a program that is a little bit more hands-on with me every single month. So look into that. It's called the Self-Love Collective. Go find me on Instagram if you're interested, or email me. Get on my emailing list if you want to have some exclusive deals, because that's where you get them. That's where I share messages that I don't share with anybody else. You are beautiful. You are worthy of love and acceptance exactly as you are. You don't need to meet anybody else's standards or even the high standards that you've set for yourself to be worthy of love and caring. I'm sending so much love. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on Friday.